yours, do you think? The painter or the sitter? Will it be Portrait of a Gentleman by Henry MacAlpine, or Portrait of William Nasmyth by Anoint? The National Gallery or the National Portrait Gallery? We shall see. It will be your fame against my abilities, and the result won't be in until long after we are both dead. I won't trick you, I promise. I won't sign the picture and forget to put your name on it. We will have an equal chance to see whom posterity decides to favour. Do look around the room. I'll be able to study your face in the different lights. Not much to see, though. I've cast the material world aside and live as simply as the fishermen of this island. I have some books, some clothes, my paints, and a few pots and pans. Not that I cook much. There is a perfectly good bar in the village, and the widow who keeps it will prepare a meal for me whenever I like, which is most of the time. Don't look like that. She's fat, old, and has a fearsome temper. You will stay there, if you insist on going ahead with this project. As you see, I am hardly in a position to offer you hospitality, and wouldn't anyway. I have grown used to solitude, and now prefer it. I have only the one truckle bed which you would find as uncomfortable as sleeping on the floor. Madame Le Garonne's accommodation will not be much better, but you will get a true taste of deep France to shock your delicate sensibilities. This is not Paris, nor Deauville, nor yet Pau, I warn you. I can see on your face that you are surprised, even a little disorientated by all this. What did you have in your mind as you travelled to see me? A lovely maison de maître, nestling in the hills, at least. Servants, certainly. People of some sort. A mayor, an avocat, a doctor to invite me to dinner. Surely your old friend would insist on some sort of society in which to bathe his ego, however provincial it might be. Did you think this poor, benighted island was like Belle-Île over there, that poets and playwrights came in the summer to preen themselves on my terrace? Could the man you knew in London exist without being surrounded by company? And what do you find? Nothing. A dingy, smoke-filled house with the roof coming off. Perfectly serviceable, though, I assure you. Scarcely any furniture. A painter, dressed in rags, looking hardly better than a tramp, living like some hermit on a windswept, bare island, inhabited only by a few hundred Breton fishermen and their families. I mean, how extreme. You're right, of course, but what would be pretentious in Chelsea is perfectly acceptable here. What difference would it make how I dressed? No one ever sees me, except when I beg passage to go to Quiberon, and then I dress as fine as any country lawyer. I trim my beard, which you must admit is very fine, and distracts attention from the ever thinner hair on my head. And I struggle into my old suit with much wheezing. I've put on weight in the past few years, as you see, and my clothes fit only with a protest. Still, I am elegant in comparison to most people in these parts, and with a straw hat on my head at its old jaunty angle, and with the walking stick that you gave me as a present, I believe I still cut a grand enough figure. I may be eccentric, but I do not want a reputation for such. It is the one way of attracting attention, which I have always disdained. I need only one bed, one chair, one table, so that is all I have. The walls are bare. Look out of the window, and you have a finer sight than any painter has ever placed on a piece of canvas, and constantly changing as well. The intensity and variety of the sea is extraordinary. There is no chance of ever getting bored with it, and I find even the greatest painting wearies me sooner or later. As for my own works, I know perfectly well what they look like, each and every one. I don't need to hang them up and look at them, and don't need anyone else to look either. Stop! Don't move, that will do. I want you to be comfortable, as I intend to keep you here for some time. I'm out of practice, remember, and creaking bones go slower than well-exercised ones.